Yes, sir. The Denver Nuggets secure yet another victory, 123-101 versus the Chicago Bulls. And the game started off really sloppy, really slow, 51-53 at the half. The Nuggets looked like they were about to give another game away like they would have last season in March, but they were able to pull through and get the job done. We got to talk about how Nikola Jokic continues to assert himself as the most dominant player in the NBA, how Michael Porter Jr. is becoming a legitimate two-way star level player in this league. And Jamal Murray ends up going down with an injury. It doesn't look like it's going to be serious, but this might be something that keeps him out maybe through the Pelican game on Monday. We got to get to it, y'all. I'm your boy Swipa. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We are getting up to 15,000 subscribers this year. That is the goal. We are headed to Serbia next year, getting everything in play. International trips on top of everything else we're doing, building up the network and all that stuff. It's all coming. Everything that we've been doing, Locked On Nuggets is here. Mile High Sports is here. I got another thing I'm rolling out for y'all this upcoming week as well for y'all to get even more content on a daily basis, y'all. So we are growing, moving, and grooving. And so I want to make sure we continue to build up this side so we can be the Swiper gang wherever we go, y'all. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Denver Nuggets. Way to get a victory, y'all. This is the kind of performance in the second half that you expect. The Denver Nuggets were down 51-53 at the half. The offense was putrid. The effort was putrid. The Denver Nuggets had a 100 offensive rating in the first half. They weren't making their shots. The three-pointers weren't falling. They were not playing on a string. Anything and everything that you could have asked for. If they're playing versus a better team, then the better team might have been up a little bit more, but they're playing against a team that, again, it's 2-4 coming in today. Now they're 2-5. The Bulls are struggling across the board, but they took care of business. The Denver Nuggets outscored the Chicago Bulls 72-48 in the second half. Did you hear what I said? They outscored the Chicago Bulls 72-48 in the second half. The Denver Nuggets in the game with a 125.5 offensive rating, and they hold the Chicago Bulls to a 103.1 offensive rating. Continues to prove that their offense is for real and their defense is for real. That all the stuff that you've been seeing from them over the course of the first part of the year, all the way from April in the playoffs to the finals, and now this is the type of situation that Michael Malone was asking for, that they will continue to give great effort and to continue to take care of business on their end. So again, really, really good game from them. Just to address this, because some people are asking about already, Chris Tristan, this is a good question. What happened to Murray only 10 minutes? He didn't get hurt, did he? So Murray looked like he might have nicked his hamstring a little bit. Murray was already a little nicked up coming into the game tonight, and so they decided to play him. And again, the way the NBA works, Jamal Murray, he's going to tell you if he wants to play or not, and that's ultimately going to be up to him. And so Murray decided to play today, and then he ended up somewhere in the second quarter. I think it was second quarter. Somewhere in the second quarter, he ended up kind of hurting himself a little bit, and so he limped to the locker room, didn't come back, but he was questionable up until the Nuggets got like 15, 12 points up, and then he was out. So we'll see. We'll find out if he needs to miss any days or anything at all. Even if they got to miss, like, honestly, like a week or 2 weeks, and I think a lot of that is just, that's fine. Everything is maintenance, especially just early in the year. But obviously, we're going to be hoping, praying that Jamal Murray heals quickly, y'all. Because obviously, he's one of the best players in the NBA. He's been playmaking at a really high level, and now his numbers are going to drop when he had 2 points and 2 assists this game, or 2 rebounds rather. But obviously, you want Jamal to be healthy. So take as much time as he needs to get that right. Just want to make sure that we're not playing around any small things. Game 7 in the year. So go ahead and tap in, y'all. Tonight was a spectacular night. Like I said, 125.5 offensive rating. The Nuggets, they shot 67% at the rim today. They shot 47.6% from mid-range, and they shot 44.4% from three. The Nuggets were 16 of 36 from three, and a lot of that came in the second half. The Nuggets had a 119.3 half-court rating today, which is, the Sacramento Kings offensive rating was basically a 119, so they just did that today. So a great game in the half court from them. In the transition, The Denver Nuggets had only a 113 offensive rating. They didn't actually get out and run a lot today. They didn't have to because they were so efficient in hitting their shots. But they did really well, man. The Nuggets did really well. They shot really well today. And so that's the great thing is that today they were able to carry over the performance they had on Friday versus the Dallas Mavericks in this game. And their offense was able to carry them over through as well. So that's what you were hoping for, man. Like, that's honestly what you were hoping for. So let me see. After, because we got a couple players we got to tap into in a minute, I just want to cover where the Denver Nuggets currently standing are amongst the league. So according to NBA.com, the Denver Nuggets defense, I'm curious about this. According to NBA.com, the Denver Nuggets, they added today's win. So they are currently fourth in the NBA net rating. And again, a lot of that is because that terrible game they had versus Minnesota where everything flopped around. The Nuggets have the sixth ranked defense in the NBA right now. And then the Nuggets also have the sixth ranked offense in the NBA right now. The Celtics, they're 5-0. They have a 124.7 offensive rating. They played the Brooklyn Nets today. The Celtics actually have the 29th ranked strength of schedule right now, according to EPM, dunks and threes. The Nuggets have the 10th best strength of schedule right now. So, they have a better net rating. But, I mean, just based on competition and performance, and I even think, obviously, high level performance. I think the Nuggets have shown that they're the best team in the NBA, obviously with the best player. But them and the Celtics, man, especially dominating so far this year. But today, man, Michael Porter Jr. continues to let it be known that when he has an opportunity, and even with still being 75% recovered on his ankle injury that he had from 3 weeks ago, basically, with all the other stuff around it, he's one of the best offensive players in the league. He's one of the best honey bunch of fakers. Yeah, I remember I said that. He's one of the best off-ball scorers in the league. He was the best spot-up shooter in the NBA in volume last year. Michael Porter Jr. today, 31 minutes, had 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He was 5 of 10 from 3, 9 of 16 as a whole, 4 of 5 from the free throw line with 2 blocks and a steal, 3 stocks, and he was a plus 30 in 31 minutes, rather. A plus 30 in 31 minutes with 27, 6, and 2. He was 5 of 10 from 3 for 50%, and he was 4 of 6 from 2. 4 of 6 from 2. That's back-to-back games from Michael Porter Jr., where he's been able to let people know that he is here and he's one of the best players in the NBA and that he's able to elevate his game versus really quality competition as he did in the NBA Finals. He had 24, 9, and 1 on 4 of 8 from 3 the night before, and now he has 27, 6, and 2 on 5 of 10 and 10 of 16 from the field the very next day. Michael Porter Jr. had some really good, sweet drives to the basket today, finishing with the left hand. He was on the board to start the game, got an and one contest, I believe, in the first quarter. And then even his three-point shots, man, he had a moving to the left wing three-point shot. That was just insane. Just an insane shot for Michael Porter Jr. And his ability right now to relocate and to be able to cut and get to the basket. He ran some pick and roll today, got a couple scores off that. And his defense on DeRozan and Zach LaVine, it was good again. So, yeah, this is just what Michael Porter Jr. is, man. Like, he's becoming a legitimate at 25 years old. He started when he was 24 in terms of getting this two-way production up. But 25 years old, he's just settling into his game. He's settling into who he is. His IQ is much higher than it's ever been. Of course, he still makes mistakes. The Joker still makes mistakes. Jamal Murray still makes mistakes. But who are you when it matters most and when it counts? And he's just shown that even if he's not making shots, he can rely on his score, on his defense, and on his rebound. That's something that you couldn't find from Michael Porter Jr. again. Honestly, something you could not find from Michael Porter Jr. So the fact that he has become this reliable as a defender, man, there was even a play today where Porter, he and Aaron Gordon had one of the best defensive rotations that you're going to see. He and Aaron Gordon had one of the best defensive rotations that you're going to see. And their ability to play on a string with how athletic and how big they are, it really just puts them in a different category, man. And, when I was thinking about this, who are the best wing pairings in the NBA? Now, I think, neither one of them have made an all-star game. But I think if you just ask me, like, in terms of who works together well, in terms of the fit, in terms of how people are relying on a scheme and trusting each other and all that, I'm not going to hold you, bro. I mean, they're probably pretty high on this list. Let me see if I can show you this rotation real quick. So here's the play. And just watch Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. down on the left wing. Michael Porter Jr. steps up. He picks up the roll. AG steps out on the X out. There's a rotation backside, and it ends up being a steal for Aaron Gordon. Again, just look at Michael Porter Jr. up at the high key. Michael Porter Jr. communicating on the switch. Michael Porter Jr. carrying the man crossing through the lane. Michael Porter Jr. picking up the short roll. Aaron Gordon stepping out, X out. Michael Porter Jr. helping on the baseline. That's just not stuff you were getting from Porter. That's not stuff that you were getting from Porter a couple years ago. And then even look at this from Michael Porter. Colin Gillespie gets in the game, and Michael Porter Jr. playmaking, giving him the ball where it matters, getting him into the rim. There are just things that Porter is doing now at this point in time in his career that he just quite simply was not doing prior to this. He just wasn't. He might have had the ability, but he didn't have the IQ to be able to do that and to do it on a string. So again, go to my, like I said, y'all, go to my Twitter. If you want to see the highlights from the game, I have a bunch of clips that you can find. And then you can really just tap into that because there's just so much for you to watch and lean into because there's so many spectacular highlights from the game. I really want to try to make the game more accessible to people. I know a lot of different Nuggets fans are struggling to watch. And so if you can't live watch, I'm going to try to post more and more clips each game. That way you can get highlights of the game, important plays, defensive, hustle plays, offensive plays, scheme, all that stuff. Just want to make sure that you're getting the information that you need and you want. So again, Michael Porter Jr., man, I'm just super impressed with him. I was impressed with him all last year in the playoffs. And now for him to be able to do this in the regular season, he changes the ceiling of this team. Because if he's going to be that good defensively, then you're not picking on the Nuggets. Like you're just not. And now you have KCP clear. And I think KCP right now, I've made the argument, I think he's one of the 4 best on-ball defenders so far in the NBA. One of the 4 best. He's been spectacular. KCP again today had 10 points and 2 assists, was 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, another steal today. KCP with yet another steal today. And his on-ball defense versus Zach LaVine was great. When he switched on to DeMar DeRozan or Kobe White, it was great. Again, they all just continue to communicate and play together, man, and they just do so many things so well. Aaron Gordon had 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists, 4 of 9 from the field. I actually didn't feel like that either. I felt like he shot more because he didn't have a lot of great shots today. Some fadeaways and some pull-up threes, sidestep threes, just stuff you don't typically see from him. 1 of 3 from 3, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. You love that. If AG shot 75% from the line, then he would be, then that changes everything about Aaron Gordon. Because if he's a 75% free throw shooter, then, that's a win every time he gets fouled. He had 1 block and 2 steals. He also had 3 stocks from Michael Porter Jr. Oh, and he was also a plus 26 in 35 minutes. Plus 26 in 35 minutes. So great game for Aaron Gordon. His defense of DeMar DeRozan was spectacular. DeMar DeRozan had 17 points, and he was a minus 18. Was 7 of 16 from the field at a minus 18. Zach LaVine, 12 points, 4 of 12 from the field, a minus 27. Nikola Vucevic, he was 8 of 17 from the field, 19 points, a minus 27. Their 3 best players were minus 18, minus 27, and minus 27 because of the defense today. Incredible. And then obviously there's Nikola Jokic, the best player in the world, most dominant player in the world. I think that Jokic, there's the biggest gap between the best in the world and where everybody else is since LeBron James 2018. I think that Jordan, LeBron, and Jokic, I think, have solidified themselves. They're just the clear best of their generation, and I think they're going to continue to prove that at 28 years old. Jokic tonight had 33 minutes, 28 points, 16 rebounds, and 9 assists. Jokic was 8 of 13 from two, 1 of 3 from three, 9 of 9 from the free throw line. He had 3 steals, just 1 turnover, and he was a plus 33. He was a plus 33. A plus 33 in 33 minutes, y'all. Yeah, that's just insane. A plus 33 in 33 minutes. He had a 70.1% true shooting. Again, y'all, it's just embrace it. Just embrace all of it. The fact that you might not never see another player like this ever. You might never see another player play at this level. You might not see a playmaker, scorer, rebounder, and a defender that's able to play like this. I think he had a stretch today in the third quarter where he basically had I think 13 points and 10 rebounds in the third quarter, and he basically just took the game over. At one point in time, the game was like I said, the Bulls were a +2, and then Jokic just decided that not today. I'm taking over. Not today. Jokic is averaging 27.4, 12.7, and 7.9 on 70% true shooting so far this season. And Jokic is shooting 40% from three. Thankfully, he made 99 free throws, so he's 76.5% from the free throw line. 7 double-doubles in every game and 2 triple-doubles so far. And he missed the 2 triple-doubles the last 2 games. So, yeah, man. Joker's just a man on a mission right now. So we'll find out. He has the Pelicans coming up Monday. You got the Warriors coming up as well on Wednesday. And those are going to be really 2 great games. I think those might be, let me check. The Pelicans game's on Altitude, but the Warriors game is on ESPN. So, again, another opportunity for a nationally televised game to solidify himself as the best in the world versus Steph Curry. By the way, Steph Curry is averaging 30.8 points a game on a 75.3 true shooting to start the year. 30.8 points a game on a 75.3 true shooting so far. He's been the best scorer in the league. Been amazing. So tonight, Colin Gillespie gets into the game because of the Jamal Murray injury. Didn't want to put a lot of minutes on Reggie Jackson. Colin gets into the game tonight and ends up scoring a couple times. Has a sidestep 3 off a Jokic pass. Had a backdoor cut from Michael Porter Jr. for his first points in his NBA career. Played a decent game today for Colin Gillespie, man. 12 minutes, 5 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound, 2 of 4. He was a plus 12 in his minutes. He closed the game with the starters and exited the game with the starters. So Malone wanted to give him an opportunity, and he took advantage of it. So shout out to you, Colin Gillespie, for that. Reggie Jackson, another good game. 16 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 6 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 60%, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 block. He's a plus 14. He's filling in with the starters well. That's what that's telling you. A plus 14, 16 and 3 assists, 3 of 5 from 3. You can win with that. You can win with that because you need an offensive player. Peyton Watson, defensive player. Christian Brown, defensive player. Peyton Watson, 18 minutes tonight, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Now, he had 2 steals. He was a -8. But again, I think some of that, like I said, was some bench, especially that bench unit in the first half where Jokic went out. I think they were a +4. And then, they ended up losing those minutes with Peyton on the court. So, they're still figuring out. He's still learning the game. Made some mistakes today. Got a charge call on him today. But again, he's still figuring out how to play NBA basketball. But again, from here to game 82, be a different player. Christian Brown, 18 minutes, 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists for Christian Brown. Literally replacing Bruce Brown's production. 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He was a -3 with the steal as well. And his defense. So Peyton Watson and Christian Brown had impeccable defense today on Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. DeAndre Jordan got to play today because they have Andre Drummond on the bench. He had 12 minutes, just 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 point, -10. You don't love that. Julian Strawther played 9 minutes, played in the first half, especially 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 or 2 from 3. Zeke Naji got 2 minutes. Jalen Pickett got 2 minutes. Hunter Tyson got 2 minutes. The Nuggets shot 52% from the field, 44% from 3, 77% from the line on 30 free throw attempts. They only had 11 turnovers. They had 31 assists, dominated the boards, 49-37 for the Nuggets, 10 offensive rebounds to 9 for the Bulls, 4 blocks to 3 blocks for the Bulls, 10 steals for the Nuggets as opposed to 7 for the Bulls, 18 fouls. They had 2 technical fouls today. So the Denver Nuggets dominate. They take care of business, and they got the New Orleans Pelicans coming up on Monday. And y'all, we would have swiping. We would have weekends with swiping with Ryan Blackburn tomorrow night at Standard Time. Y'all, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Get this to the 15,000 subscribers, y'all. We are on the way, on the up and up. Nikola Jokic, best player in the world. Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., the whole squad locked and loaded, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. I will see y'all on the other side.